Hello guys, now I want to continue solving worksheet number 4. Here I want to solve with you equation number 5 and 7. Equation number 5 and 7, they are the same steps. That's why I'm going to use to solve with you now only equation number 5. So 5 and 5 and 6, they are the same. Okay, here to balance this equation you have lithium. This lithium is reacted with water. The product is lithium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. From this reaction, to balance it, first you have to separate reactants from the products. So here you have reactants as we learned before, and you have to put here products. Then you have to write what are the types of elements in each side. In reactants you have lithium, also you have hydrogen, you have also oxygen. And the other side, after the arrow, the product, they are lithium also, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now we want to put number of atoms for each element. For lithium in the reactant, as you see, there are only one lithium atom. How many hydrogen? From the subscript H2O, which means we have two hydrogen atoms. For oxygen, it's only one oxygen atom. In the product, we have only one lithium atom. And also for hydrogen, but in your mind we have here hydrogen in lithium hydroxide, so one hydrogen atom. And also we have another hydrogen, two hydrogen atoms. So the number of hydrogen atoms in the product, we have 1 and 2, we have 3. Again, you have one hydrogen atom in lithium hydroxide, you have one hydrogen, and plus here you have plus, so you have two products here, and hydrogen gas, which is H2. So the total number of hydrogens in hydrogen in the product are 3 hydrogen atoms. For oxygen, there are only one oxygen atom. As we one oxygen atom. So as we learned before, we started with lithium. Lithium in both sides, they are the same. One lithium in reactant and one lithium atom in the product. The next step, we started with non-metals and then hydrogen and oxygen. So we have to start with hydrogen, then we start with oxygen. We have here how many hydrogen atoms in the reactant? 2. How many hydrogen atoms in the product? We have 3. Okay, how to make number of hydrogen atoms the same? How to make this one 2, 3, or this one hydrogen 2? Actually, I have to look at number that common for both, yani for each side. I'm going to think about now putting like coefficient 2 here in front of H2O. Look, think about this one. Once I put this 2, it will be multiplied with the subscript 2. So we have how many hydrogen atoms? I turned it into 4. Okay, I have here 2 and I have here 1. How to make this 3, 4? If you put coefficient 2 here, which means 2 multiplied by 1 hydrogen, so 2 hydrogen plus 2 hydrogen. So now we have how many hydrogen atoms? They are 4. So it's I have balanced hydrogen atoms. But when I added 2, I changed also number of, let's go back to lithium. Lithium in the product, it has been changed into 2. And in the reactant, only 1. I have changed also number of oxygen. Instead of 1 I have 2, and when I put coefficient 2 in front of H2O I have changed it into 2. So oxygen, it has been balanced. For hydrogen, it has been balanced. But I have a problem with lithium. I have 2 lithium atoms in the product. I have to change this one into 2 by putting this coefficient 2 in front of lithium, so it will be now 2. Okay, so now I have balanced also lithium atom. Now this equation is balanced. The same thing for equation number 6. Now I want to solve with you equation number 7. For equation number 7 and 8, you follow the same steps. Here you have magnesium. Magnesium is reacted with water, H2O. The product is magnesium hydroxide, MgOH by 2. You have here 2 subscript for hydrogen and oxygen, plus hydrogen gas H2. Before we start solving this question, look at the subscript, this subscript here. This subscript here, it's for both, for oxygen and hydrogen, which means you have 2 hydrogen in the reactants and 2 oxygen atoms. To start balancing this equation, we separate first the reactant from the product, as we learned before. These are the reactants and these are the products again. For the reactants, what are the elements in the reactants? Magnesium. We have also hydrogen and oxygen. In the product, we have the same type of elements. The same type, we have magnesium, we have hydrogen, also we have oxygen. To start solving this one, I'm going to start for sure with metal. Metal here is magnesium. Or actually we have to put number of atoms first. Number 1 magnesium. We have 2 hydrogen atoms in the reactants and 1 oxygen atom. In the product we have 1 magnesium atom, as we mentioned before, for the subscript OH by 2, which means this 2 subscript, it's for both hydrogen and oxygen. For hydrogen we have 2 in the first product number 1, and in the product number 2, which is hydrogen gas. So they are we have now, so here we have in the product number 1 we have 2, and product number 2 we have also 2. So the total number of hydrogen are 4 hydrogen atoms. So you have to put here 4 hydrogen atoms. For oxygen, this subscript, we said it's for both hydrogen and oxygen, so we have 2 oxygen atoms. To start balancing, we started with magnesium. Magnesium is the metal, so in the both sides we have the same number of magnesium atoms. So for magnesium, it has been balanced. For hydrogen now, we start then non-metal, hydrogen, then oxygen. So hydrogen now we have in the reactant we have 2, in the product we have 4. How to make 2 4? You can multiply it by 2. So you put in the front of hydrogen here 2 of the front of H2O, the whole molecule, 2 coefficient 2. So now this 2 you multiply it with this subscript, which means you have how many hydrogen atoms? We have 4 hydrogen atoms. So this one, it has been balanced, and also this one, it has been balanced. This coefficient 2, when you put it in front of water, in front of H2O, it will make also oxygen. This one here, look, 2. So I have changed oxygen into 2 atoms. So for oxygen also it has been balanced. So this equation now is balanced. Thank you for listening.